Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And still I rise. Because I love my country, I rise. And I rise today to ask a question of all people of goodwill. I rise today to pose the question, what do you do when the leader of the free world, what do you do when the leader of the country that extols liberty and justice for all, government of the people, by the people, for the people, all persons are created equal and endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights? What do you do when the leader of the free world is a racist? What do you do? Well, here's what you do. You file a resolution condemning the president for racist comments directed at members of Congress. What do? You file articles of impeachment, impeaching the President of the United States of America. These two things are not mutually exclusive. We can do this, condemn for the comments that have been made, and we can do this, impeach for the harm that the comments are causing to our society. Both of these things can be done, and neither will interfere with this, the Mueller report. The Mueller report. Some 90 days now, the president has been above the law since the Mueller report was made public. What do? You pass this resolution. I intend to support it, and I thank the gentleman who filed it for doing so. I believe it is a good resolution. One of the statements in this resolution that has been reported widely is that the president presented racist comments that have legitimized fear and hatred. I will salute and support the resolution. But you also will hear this resolution to impeach. I'd like to read to you what it says in part. Impeaching Donald John Trump, President of the United States. And then it goes on to read, the aforementioned Donald John Trump has, by his statements, brought the high office of President of the United States in contempt, ridicule, disgrace, and disrepute, and has sown discord among the people of the United States, has demonstrated that he is unfit to be president, and has betrayed his trust as President of the United States to the manifest injury of the people of the United States, and has committed a high misdemeanor in office. Therefore, Donald John Trump, by causing such harm to the society of the United States, is unfit to be president and warrants impeachment, trial, and removal from office. Those who tolerate bigotry perpetuate bigotry. I yield back the balance of my time.
Members are reminded to refrain